another ASME code numerical. Why I am giving the number of numericals? Because that numericals will help you to find out or how to solve the numerical sequentially. Now here I have written directly given data and the diagram given in the numerical, and this was the problem which was asked in 2017. So I'll just tell you how the problem is given and what are the given inputs, and then we'll follow the procedure what we have discussed. Now they have mentioned the shaft is situated on which pulleys are mounted, pulley is mounted. So you can see this is the pulley, and it is having 250 mm distance from the left end of the bearing, and the pulley is having diameter is 200 mm, and they have mentioned the various condition as like tension on tight side and slack side. So this is P1, this is P2, correct? Now we'll read the numerical. I have written the given data. They have mentioned the power is 1.5 kilowatt, RPM 100, then coefficient of friction in between belt and pulley 0.3, angle of wrap 180. I told you angle of wrap means the angle through which belt can move. See, this is tension on tight side, this angle is 90 degree. So it means that belt is moving straight as per the tangential point of view of that respective pulley diameter. So here also this is 90 plus 90, this is 180. So this we called as an angle of wrap. They have mentioned 180. It means we are very clear that belt is moving perpendicular. Now weight on pulley 150. All right, weight is 150 Newton towards the downward. SYT given. SUT is also given. It means there is some chances to solve by ASME code. Now further they have given KB and KT, bending and torsional factor 1.5 both. Now ASME coding and calculate the diameter. So this was the problem statement. While reading the numerical, you will have to follow the given data continuously. You can write while reading, so that would be beneficial. So this is about the structure. So step by step we'll move. Step number 1, calculate ASME code. ASME code for shear stress, that is tau max is equal to 0.30 times SYT. How much? Just try to find out. 0.30 times SYT, 174 Newton per mm square, and it is 0.18 times SUT. It is 0.18 times, so that can be 138.6 Newton per mm square. So these are the two values. We'll have to select minimum of it and reduce by 25%. It will be 138.6 multiplied by 0.75. It will gives you the tau max 103.95 Newton per mm square. Correct? So here ASME code is completed. So first step. Step number 2. In case of the step number 2, we need to calculate the torque developed in the system. Now in that case, they have mentioned the power. So for the power, we'll have to calculate torque is in a such a way that, as I told you, MT is equal to, we know that is 60 into 10 raised to 6 into power, that is I'll write kilowatt divided by 2 by n. So one by one I'll put the value as like, I'll not tell you, I will not write you the value. The kW is given, that is 1.5. RPM is given, it is around 100. So by putting this value, I'll get the MT value is, I'll write directly MT is 143,239.4 Newton mm. This will be the value of MT. Correct? So this will be our step number 2 to calculate MT. Now here is the question. Either they have given the tension on tight side or slack side. No. See here, weight is given, but tension on slack side and tight side is not given. So we need to calculate. So our further equation is, with respect to MT is equal to P1 minus P2 into radius. So MT we have calculated 143,239 239.4 is equal to P1 don't know, correct, minus P2 don't know, and radius 200 mm is given for pulley, so it is 100. So here I'll get the relation in between P1 minus P2 is equal to, correct, because both are unknown. Now P1 minus P2, after calculating this P1 minus P2, we'll get the 1432.9 Newton. That will be the difference of tension on tight side with respect to slack side, P1 minus P2. Now another different condition they have given in the statement, that is coefficient of friction in between belt and pulley. You can see 0.3. It has given 0.3. In case of the basic mechanical engineering, we have seen while designing of the pulley, there will be the friction occur in between pulley and belt. So that friction we need to consider, and that can be calculated. P1 tension on tight side divided by slack side is equal to E raised to mu theta. Correct? Now E as it is mu 0.3 they have given, multiply by theta. Now what theta will have to take, that is very important question. See, angle of wrap 90 plus 90 they have given 180. Correct? 180 means what? It is pi. So I'll write it is pi. So through which I'll get E raised to mu theta is around 2.566. This will be the value. So through which what I can say, tension on tight side is equal to 2.566 times P2. Equation 2. So by putting this value in equation A, by putting this P1 value in equation A, I'll directly write 2.566 minus P2 in terms of P2 is equal to 1432.9. So here I'll get a P2 is equal to, just try to find out, it is in Newton. It is in Newton. So P2 is 914.68. This is tension on slack side. So what will be the P1? Again you can put the equation. You will get P1 is equal to, P1 is how much? 2347.7. Correct? So this will be the tension on tight side. So these two ends we got, P1 and P2. Now our next step, what is the next step? Step number 3 is about total load. Total load. So where it should act? See, this is pulley. Here it act. It will act with the CG. So here on a pulley I can say P1 plus P2 plus W. It is total load. So while total load considering, I'll write which is equal to P1 plus P2 plus W. Now P1 we have calculated how much? 2347 plus P2 we have calculated 914.6 plus W weight is given how much? 150. So therefore total load acting on a system 3411.57 Newton. So this will be the total load. Now we'll have to calculate bending. You can see the pulley is connected with the bearing in such a way that it is having 250 mm distance, and on the right side of the pulley there is no distance. So I will have to calculate, I can say the bending moment would be force into perpendicular distance. Which is the perpendicular distance here? So here perpendicular distance is 250. So here I can write which is your step number I think 4. So calculate bending moment, question mark. So how? From the structure I can say bending moment is equal to MB is equal to force into perpendicular. Now here we need to, no need to calculate bearing reactions because both ends are not connected with the bearings, only one end. So we can easily get the force into perpendicular distance. So force is P into perpendicular distance 250. P means what? 3411.57 into 250. So through which we'll get the bending moment is around MB is equal to 852937.5. That will be the bending moment. So we'll move toward the final equation, as step number 5 suggested us that therefore tau max is equal to 16 by pi d cube square root of, here is ASME code, KB MB square plus KT MT square. So while doing this, I will have to use KB and KT. They have given how much? 1.5 each. So 1.5, 1.5. MB we have calculated, MT also we have calculated, tau max also we have calculated. So remaining is D. Therefore, just try to find out. D is equal to. Right now, I am not putting the values because it is a very simple part. You can put from your side and just find out the diameter for this case is 39.91 mm, which is nearly equal to, in terms of 5, as I told you, that is 40 mm diameter need to select for taking this much load, this much power, and for the RPM case. So such kind of the numericals will be asked for ASME coding. So for that you will have to consider a design procedure very carefully. That is, first step is to calculate permissible shear stress or ASME code. Second step would be torsional shear stress, torsional movement MT. Third step will be P1, P2, tension on tight side and slack side. Fourth step will be calculate bending moment, and fifth we can use direct formulation. In that we'll have to put the value, we'll get direct value of the diameter. I hope it is clear. So you can just revise these things and